The power of friendship.
Power of friendship. Yes.
I think I'm gonna miss Sword on.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tokunommentaries. I'm Austin.
And I'm Christian.
And today we have two awesome guests on. We have the behind the scenes boys. Please welcome Finn and Nicholas!
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you guys for being on the show, of course.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thanks for being unpaid interns, by the
You're
way.
welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
If you want to help us get paid,
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you can see the commentary tracks for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, 2, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Baby, and 2017 Power Rangers, and also Sentai King Oger, and the Godzilla Monsterverse, and 1954 Godzilla, King Oger, Kamen Rider Gates, and Tokusatsu Gagaga.
God.
Good stuff.
And if you join the Kaiju tier, you get access to a free commentary track every single month. We've done Pacific Rim Uprising, and Rodan. Other than that, join the Discord.
Please.
It's going to be down in the description. If you want to come hang out with all of us and chat about Power Rangers and all sorts of other stuff, we're always hanging out there, doing whatever. And of course, thank you.
you're welcome.
Do you guys want one?
We don't have one. Here, this is ours. we get these.
No.
Perfect.
And of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some for more. We focus!
Focus.
There's just so many of us here, and it's
Yeah.
so fun. We're so cramped in here. I love it.
Just continue.
It's all cozy.
Other than
It's
that,
gonna get hot.
I'm so warm.
I am very warm as well.
Oh, wow. That's hot.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
There's violence on camera.
Don't touch me.
if you want to check out the Patreon and support us, the commentary track for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, is up there too.
Yes.
Just a little clip of it from all of us.
What happened? Where'd all peanut butter go?
Alpha, why are you covered in peanut butter? Sorta, no! He looks like a ball sack. I love it. He looks like a sad scrotum. He looks so scared.
Don't look at me.
So, with that in mind, we're filming this out of order. So the next time you'll see Finn is during the 2017 movie, where we've done his interview, talked to him about his Tokusatsu past and stuff like that. So Nicholas,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
I'm happy to be here.
Nicholas, tell us your while you may be a nerd just like the rest of us, your repertoire is more anime, cartoons, movies, video games, stuff like that. Not really in the Tokusatsu space though. Can you tell us your knowledge thereof of what you've been watching recently, what got you into Power Rangers in the first place, and stuff like that?
So I guess what I got started with was whenever I was a kid, I would watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think maybe the memories are there a little bit. I remember the suits. My brother would watch it all the time, and I think that I might have got a little inkling, I guess, of the Power Ranger sauce from that. But for me personally, I remember watching Ninja Storm or pieces of it just on my own, and I remember dressing up as a Ninja Storm character, I believe, for Halloween one year. And then past that, I used to play some of the games. Like I think there was one for the GameCube that I played a lot. I loved it so much. I think it was Dino Thunder based. And there was one for the SNES that I think that was Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
So that both of those were a blast. And I guess recently, you kind of got me back into it. One of my favorite things to do is to just kind of watch and do what my friends enjoy to see if they, I guess, spark something in me. And so I watched Time Force with you, Austin, which was fantastic, and
awesome.
I loved it.
Yeah.
And that made me want to watch more. So we rewatched Ninja Storm together, and then we are just kind of started Dino Thunder. We're only 5 episodes in. But that's my most recent, I guess, Power Ranger escapades. And besides that, I was watching, I think from 2014 Godzilla Beyond.
The Monsterverse,
Yes,
yeah.
the Monsterverse. So I watched Skull Island as well on my own. I watched Godzilla King of Monsters. I watched Godzilla vs. Kong. Didn't
Good
watch
news. Not
the
that one.
second one.
A good
Yes.
movie. You should watch it.
I also watched Godzilla -1, and that was
fun.
That was
I
good.
watched
You
that
came
one.
with us to see that, right?
Yeah.
yeah. But -1.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yes.
Yeah, you
yes.
did.
I did. I totally
Yeah, you
did.
did.
That was great.
But yeah,
It's very good.
besides Godzilla and Power Rangers stuff like that, have you had any interest of watching Super Sentai or Kamen Rider and stuff?
Yeah, we watched. I think what was the Kamen Rider that we watched a little bit of? Is just the beginning. There was a guy and he had
Build.
serums and he mixed them together.
Yeah, we watched Build.
Yes.
Yeah, we watched a little bit of Build.
Probably Build.
Yeah.
If I know you.
Yeah.
And that was I want to watch more because it was very interesting. I like how they laid out the episodes, but that's about as much as I have touched into it. Though
You've also seen the 2017 movie.
Oh yeah, I did.
Bless you.
Jeez, Louise.
What were your thoughts on it?
You're talking about the 2017 Kamen Rider? Or what we talking about?
Mighty
Power
Morphin
Rangers.
Power Ranger movie.
I thought we were on Kamen Rider. I didn't know what we were talking
Sorry, we're
about.
going
kinda-
back. Focus.
It's okay. It's okay.
Keep up.
I'm here.
My thoughts on the 2017 Power Rangers.
Thank
I really liked it. I think that there were some aspects to it that were a bit off. I mean, it's very common to see people wishing there was more, I guess, time in the suits.
Yeah.
And I agree because I just thought they were so cool. I did like the morphing animation. I know we've talked about, I guess before I watched it, how you didn't really vibe with it as much.
Mhm.
I think, but for me, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was
Like the
very
morphing
fun.
sequence or the movie?
The morphing sequence.
Oh yeah, the morphing sequence I was kind of whatever on, but
No, I thought it was cool.
Mhm.
And whenever they were walking out with their freaking
oh yeah, that
that's
was
good.
rad.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like there were aspects of the story that I didn't like, of course.
Mm-hmm. Without going into spoilers about it, any notable moments
Notable moments.
or notable characters?
I mean, who was the Blue Ranger again?
Billy.
Yeah.
Terrible with names. So yes,
I thought you were about to say he was terrible. I was about to be like, we're about to have a fight here.
Okay, that was my favorite character.
We're all in
Yeah,
agreement
we're-
he is the best.
He's the
Yeah.
best guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stay tuned for our opinions
Mhm.
on 2017 movie that'll come out later this year.
Mhm.
Other than that, you guys want to just hop into it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The movie.
1995.
1995. It was like
So-
90 something.
Let's talk about. We can't talk about this movie without talking about the massive Power Rangers boom in the 90s. I mean, it's one of the most successful toy launches of all time. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was everywhere. It put Toys R Us like on the map again for a short while. And I mean, saying Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was a financial success, it would be an understatement. And so about maybe a couple episodes into season 2, they got to work on the movie, and they started production during season 2. It got greenlit right away, and it was, people were excited about it. It was a big deal, I don't know if you guys watched this, but it had similar vibes and production value to like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie
Yeah, I
that
can see
came
that.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lots of ooze.
huh?
Ooze.
A lot of ooze.
A lot of ooze.
The ooze stayed trending in the 90s.
The
Yeah.
90s were very oozy.
Yeah. And it's this movie, while it may not have been as much of a worldwide success as it was as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, but it was still a financially successful movie for the franchise and stuff like that. And yeah, other than that, it kind of went past. We watched it. You guys just want to give a number score and we can move
Yeah,
on?
we can go from you down.
Okay. Now, can we go that way?
Yeah, we can go that way.
All right,
Start with me.
Yeah.
I have to give.
Out of
we
10.
watched it for you.
Yeah,
out of 10.
technically yes, that was for me.
Out of 10, can you give me a number score?
Um,
Just give me a number score. We'll talk about it as we go.
I think I'd give it like a solid 6. I'll give it a 6.
I give it like a 4 out of 10.
I got a 5 out of 10.
This is a 10 out of 10 movie. Go listen to him. This is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
on drugs while I'm drinking. This is an amazing movie.
Well, that didn't happen while we watched it, so give us your honest
You
opinion.
guys weren't drinking?
This is a 3 out of 10 movie. This movie,
There we go. There's the real opinion.
Yeah, 6, 5, 4, and 3.
yeah, I cannot believe you are so high on this movie. I thought you would be like, this movie is awful.
Oh no, it has a bunch of awful elements, but also it kind of has a charm.
It's a
to
charm.
It.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
really
very
fun.
90s charm with why I like it. I feel
Yeah,
like
I
that's
get
the
that
only
completely.
part of it that brings it up so high. Anything more than that is kind of crazy.
I agree
Yeah.
completely. That's why I gave it a 5.
All right, let's
It still did phenomenal at the box office, though.
yeah. Let's start with let's go the surrounding element of it. Going into it, people were like, "Are they going to keep the original cast? Are they going to go with a new cast?" Blah blah blah. They just bring the original cast or the current airing cast.
Yeah.
So we have recurring characters: Tommy, Kimberly, Adam, Rocky, Aisha, and Billy.
Mhm.
Other than that, Bulk and Skull are there. Other than that, nobody fucking else from.
Is Alpha
Alpha, come on.
Is Alpha the same?
Oh, sorry, Alpha's the
Yeah.
same. I don't think Zordon's
I don't
the
think
same.
He's not.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a different one.
Other than that, that's about it. So they just again, I feel like you don't need to watch Mighty Morphin to go
No.
into this movie at all.
It can be its own standalone thing.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? It's
Someone who hasn't really watched
Standalone? Because I haven't watched Mighty Morphin in forever, so I only know like bits of the characters. And honestly, I think it was pretty solid. If I was a kid, just going in and be like seeing Power Rangers do their thing, I thought that it was pretty good. It gives, I guess, all you really need to know about it. There wasn't any elements that I was kind of surprised and shocked by, especially because there weren't any. Well, I mean, I guess there were recurring like enemies, villains.
Yeah.
Zed,
Zed,
Rita, and Goldar.
Yeah. Zed.
Those
And then the
people,
random non-named pig with a monocle.
He's not returning.
But they're not really a big part of the movie besides just showing up and be like, whoa, and then they
Yeah.
disappear.
They're like, we never liked those
Yeah, they're not
dingleberries.
super important.
The focus on everything else that's happening, I think it is a pretty solid standalone movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, going into it, there's only like 2 characters to mention: Fred and his dad. There's no other important characters to this movie.
Were they important?
Was Fred important?
No.
No, I don't even know. No. By the way, put a picture of Fred up.
Here's Fred.
Put a picture of Fred and his dad.
Here's Fred and his dad.
And give him mustaches.
Just bring
Here's
up
Fred
Fred
and
Jones
Dad
for
with
the
mustaches.
live action Scooby-Doo.
His dad has a monocle on.
Oh, you know what? That's actually a good comparison. It feels like bad live action Scooby-Doo the movie.
It does.
Like
I would rather watch the Scooby-Doo over this.
Oh, I would absolutely.
Is that technically tokusatsu?
So we go. Other than that, all right. I guess there's one other guy.
It's like, we can't forget
One
There's
guy.
one other guy that's kind of mentioned.
the ooziest of them all.
This movie is hard carried by the main villain.
Yeah. Our favorite.
Played. I don't know what his name is, but he's an actual actor.
Yeah, I'll put his name up.
Or just a
horrible
picture.
names.
Picture.
I'll put a
and-
name up and a picture.
Played by ex-actor who plays Ivan Ooze.
Oh god.
Who is... He's so much fun.
He's so fun.
He's chewing every scene he's in. He's so goddamn hilarious. I love Ivan Ooze so much. He's one of my favorite villains of all time. Boys, thoughts?
Oh my goodness. He's just so deliciously evil and like he's so sarcastic and it's so funny.
He's so fucking funny.
He's so funny.
The Brady Bunch reunion.
And he pulls out that whistle for one scene.
Yeah.
I asked if it would be a
So-
recurring thing, and you guys said, yeah, it would be. But
No,
then it
you
was just
asked
that
us
one.
if he holds it on him at all times, and we were like, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess that's, I would
You
expect
did
you
ask-
to use it again.
No, that was one and done, like him.
So, okay, then it is funny. Because at first I was
Hilarious.
like, oh, that's his, like, special weapon. Whoa,
Whoa.
no.
no, his special weapon is unlimited power.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
and ooze.
And Ooze.
Yeah, I
He's
think
like
the
Nick's Jabba
little
the
flute
Hutt.
is hilarious.
yeah.
Huh?
The flute is hilarious.
Oh, the flute is hilarious, yeah.
wear my power! Ah!
He's like a mix between Jabba the Hutt and Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
All right, you?
I love Ivan. He's amazing. He's so funny, and it makes it so much better. But like, I also just love the fact that like, if they really wanted to, they could make him come back because he could just be anyone. Because he's the master of disguise.
You could, I would love to see a recurring.
He could absolutely come back. And look, we can even get Pudgy Pig back, but as Ivan Ooze.
Oh my god, an Ivan Ooze and Pudgy Pig buddy cop movie?
Oh
That would be hilarious!
Don't steal my fanfic.
Don't tell them!
Don't tell them!
But no,
I pitch it to Hasbro!
I love him. He is one of my favorite villains. And I'm so annoyed that he's only here for the movie.
Yeah. Yep.
He was just kind of a classic evil villain. He goofed around a lot, which was fantastic. But I love that he was just like, I'm gonna take over the world. I'm gonna die. Just his entire character arc. Nothing really happened with it, and that's all you need.
Yeah. If you want character development or story arcs or plot cohesion.
Not your movie.
Not this one.
Not your movie.
In fact, the fact that you like this.
That was fun.
Oh no,
Fun,
it's
goofy movie.
don't get me wrong. This is so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's a good movie.
No, it's
but I think
not
it's
a
fun.
good movie.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Really?
No, yeah, I'd give it a 6, but I don't want to watch it.
I would do drugs and watch this movie.
Oh, wait, take it back.
I think it's only the second time in my life I've ever watched that movie.
Yeah, mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine too.
God, what's it like, guys? I've watched it so many times.
I don't
Every
know.
weekend.
I watch it literally all the time.
I don't know. Like, I've only seen the Turbo movie once in my life.
Now that one is bad.
You know, that one is bad.
Oh yeah, that one.
But like this
don't
one,
even.
I've only seen like 2 times in my life. This was the second time in my life.
Could not be me. I've watched it so many times.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Well, you don't understand.
Have you told the people the story of how
Have you
this-
seen-
Yeah. So
why this is important to you and everything?
So, this movie is actually how I got into Power Rangers in the first place. I was, I just moved to Germany because Dad was in the military, and I lived off base, and this little German boy, he came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to watch a movie." And I
As
come
a
over to his
4-year-old.
house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I curse like a sailor.
As a 4-year-old.
You won't fuck that shit up.
It's fucking boyfriend time! And he invites me over, and I watched the movie for the first time, and it's the first time I'm exposed to Power Rangers, and it's in German.
I was like, is it in German?
And I have no idea what is happening. Tommy's speaking German.
Nine.
Yeah, and I'm having a great time, and I take it to my parents, and I'm like, that. I
This-
want that.
But in English.
Give me. And yeah, so this movie is special to me. It is. Okay, we were talking about the 2017 movie. Not to spoil things for that one, but we were talking about it, and I was like, that's one of my pet favorite movies.
Mhm.
And I was like, maybe it's not maybe a pet favorite movie. Maybe it's just like, just a movie that I think is super underrated. This though, this is like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
for me.
this is your absolute guilty pleasure.
I genuinely think this movie is a 10 out of 10 while under the influence. And I could watch it any day of the week and have so much fun. It's so goofy. I could put it on all the time and watch it over and over and over again. I love this movie so much. It's so nostalgic for me. That being said, though, I am a grown-ass man, and I have intelligence. This movie is butt.
Yeah, it's a...
I don't even know where to begin.
At the beginning.
We can start at the beginning. Right off the bat, we get a Star Wars scroll.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like a low budget Star Wars scroll.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we
it
have
doesn't have the effect of the triangle aspect. It's just straight.
Yeah. And it like I could only imagine what it would be like to be a parent that does not give a shit about Power Rangers and reading that and be like,
What the fuck are we watching?
yeah. And we cut there to what all teenagers are doing on their off hours, trying to save the observatory by jumping out of airplanes.
Yeah, I do like every Tuesday. I love it.
You're a teenager with attitude?
Of course.
Oh.
Have you met me?
Yes.
I'm not a teenager, but I'm a twink with attitude.
Yeah.
Sorry, my heart's sorry.
I think it's time to go, guys.
I think this guy's spitting. Are you kidding me?
Hey, also, I think you might need
Patreon.com.
maybe time to get a new co-host.
Oh,
No, you can't replace this twink.
stop.
No.
Please stop.
Please stop.
Please stop.
So we get
All right.
introduced to the main cast right off the back. Let's talk about when we're watching the show and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We made jokes about it, right? But this is a movie. You try to take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about these 30-year-old teenagers and their bad acting.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, except for maybe Johnny Young Bosch, are just not giving it their all.
No.
Like, it's painful to watch sometimes. The puns. Oh my fucking god, the puns.
I love them. I think puns are fun.
I mean,
You can't be Power Rangers.
Kimberly's puns in the first fight scene whenever they were morphed. That was kind of awesome.
Yeah, pretty good.
Those were crazy, except the second one. What is it? The trip. Have a nice trip.
See you next fall.
See you next fall.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wow,
Hilarious.
that one killed me. That one.
I was on the floor
But
having a heart attack. And
what did you
dying.
say at the end of that? It wasn't even a pun. It was just like,
Gotta love it.
gotta love
Gotta love it.
it. No, you don't.
You do. I have to. You're right.
Anything you say, Kimberly.
Oh, God.
And it's man. I don't know what else to say. The acting is terrible. Why are there 30-year-old men and women running around playing teenagers? It's kind of insane. It reminds me of
Welcome to Hollywood.
So yeah, they do it for 3 more seasons.
I know, it's crazy. How by the end of Turbo, Tommy is actually JDF is an actual almost 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a senior in high school. It's
He got held back a lot. Poor guy.
poor guy.
Not very smart.
But one of the things I did enjoy about this movie, while the puns were bad, the witty comedy is really fucking good.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch.
Everything that Ivan Ooze said is pure gold.
Yeah, every line that came out of that man's mouth was amazing.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Young.
And then Johnny Young Bosch being the funniest motherfucker alive. By the way, did you guys know the frog line that he says was not in the script? And he just thought it would be really fucking funny if he just said that, and he was like, that would be really fucking funny.
I'm a frog.
I'm a frog.
Adam? Adam, what's wrong?
I'm a frog.
But a frog you can kiss. And he's like, oh.
Ooh, you're right.
What?
We'll get there.
So, then Bulk and Skull are also there
Mm-hmm.
for some reason.
Yeah, they're hanging out with their best friends.
That they bully every day.
And then they're out of the
Don't you
movie.
bully your best friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're not out of the movie.
They're out of the movie.
They're not
Okay.
important.
They're-
For the
that's
most
fair.
part, they
But-
show
so-
up, they land at the construction site, get yelled at, and then they pull the Uno reverse card of being like, we're actually with health and safety. What is this man over here doing? What are your health violations going on right now? And the guy's like, and then they're like, go check this thing out.
Yeah,
And
they
he's
rolled
like,
a nat 20 on their deception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their
Sure.
persuasion on that guy
Yeah.
was
Yeah. And then they're just kind of out of the movie after that.
till the very
Until
end.
the very end.
Where a little kid bosses them around and they're like, sir, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And then they're like, we saved the day. Love them.
Anyways, these construction workers, right?
Yeah.
They find the tomb, casket,
Yeah.
egg,
I think it's more like a seal.
It's a
right?
seal
Prison.
holding the egg.
butt plug.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. With this attached.
Plug.
That's just the added extra oomph to get it in there.
Yeah. It helps. Trust me. Sorry, Mom.
I feel like the added ooze would help.
Oh,
Well, the ooze isn't there till it opens up
For
inside
sure.
of you.
Have you ever
Oh,
tried
yeah.
grape jelly?
Christ.
Anyway,
Stop.
stop.
It's been a long day, guys.
Anyways, Ivan, he gets freed by Zed and Rita. We're introduced to him. He tells the Zordon put him in his whatever. And then the Rangers come up. They meet him. They have interaction. Our first fight scene. I want to watch this again next year for like at some point. You guys don't have to be there. You have to be there because this is your job.
Yeah.
But this time we're drinking. And I want to have a drink every time someone.
We would die. We would die.
Depends on how much alcohol's in the beverage.
Very small. We use wine coolers.
Oh my fucking god! Unnecessary flips everywhere.
So many sound effects.
So many sound
Oh
effects.
my
I did
gosh.
not like the sound effects. I will say
It was
that
like
so
for Power
goofy.
Rangers, that's like on the TV show. That's fine, but this was over the top.
I feel like even for the show, this would be way.
This would be over top.
Oh, this would absolutely still be super over the
Yeah,
top.
the
But
moment where
like they
one
went extra.
The moment when one of the ooze men they landed and they made a fart noise, I was like, "Come on, guys."
Very funny.
But on the other hand, the action is good.
It is good. Yeah.
I think this fight scene, the civilian fight scene, and then the Ranger fight scene after are probably the highlights in the movie.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
Fight scene-wise.
They're quick. They're actually the actors doing it, so that's always fun. And then the amount of violence that's in this fight is so surreal.
Yeah, they're out
Like,
for blood.
Yeah, like it's
Out for ooze, one might say.
Right, you're right.
like people are like the ooze men, they're getting fucked up. They are getting like splatted everywhere. Like, could you imagine if this movie would like you just changed that purple to red? You have a very different movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like I think my favorite one of those was whenever there was like a grate in the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, no, Billy
Yeah.
literally
Balls.
kicks him in there and it just goes.
Yeah.
And then like right before that, I can't remember who does it. Someone kicks one, and it goes like in the middle half of like the crane when you have to like walk up. Just hits the metal bar in the middle, separates, and just ooze.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Crazy
This is for
stuff.
children.
So keeping that going, they lose that fight, and then it's time. They morph for the first time, and we see these suits. Holy balls!
Yeah, the suits are bad.
I think there are good aspects to it. Like the white one was pretty good. I liked it. White, and then I think I also mentioned I like the Black Ranger suit. But I feel like when it gets a little funky with the colors, I don't know. The helmets were a bit clunky, and all like it looked like patches or whatever, like leather bits on it. I don't know,
It's rubber on
They look
them.
like rubber suits.
They are rubber suits. They are
And it
40
looks
pound
like it.
rubber suits.
Yeah, they're 40 pounds, and
Whose
to
idea
be
was
fair,
this?
props on the stunt actors who are flipping around with 40 extra pounds on them. God,
Oh, yeah.
Man,
God,
sweaty.
damn.
Oh my God.
Apparently, that was a nightmare behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
I for one, I'm all right on them. I don't think they're the worst suits in the world. I think they're better than the 2017 movie.
I'll give it that.
Like,
I'll also give it that.
first off,
I hate both of them.
at least they're trying to be one-to-one replications of the show.
Yeah, they kind of seem like this was like upgraded versions of the show. Ones.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And I think they succeeded in that. But I think the overall problem with them is that I don't know if we've actually been able to say it on the pod. I don't remember if we did. But I actually really fucking hate the Mighty Morphin designs. Just in general.
I don't know. Hate's a kind of a strong word.
I do. I besides the helmets, I do not give a shit about the Mighty Morphin suits. I think they are so bland.
You don't like the mounts?
No.
Helmets are fine.
downwards.
He's talking about this half, literally from down.
Yeah,
it's just not a whole lot, but that's
exactly.
okay.
I think that's the problem.
For
It's
the first time,
there's nothing to make it like stand out.
I think it's a good first
Like,
season
every-
suit.
All right.
It's like how Iron Man and Iron Man 1's kind of bland and it gets better and better throughout the movies. Similar.
Even then, the Mark III is pretty solid.
Yeah.
You're pretty solid.
I know.
Thanks.
Damn. Holy shit.
Okay.
So for me, I've explained this before. Like you'll find out. I've already said it on the 2017 one, but like me personally, I get that it's spandex, but I don't like spandex. I like more actual armor. And I get that it is armor, but like I know it's spandex, and like I could just take a knife and just go boop. Oh, look, you don't have the suit anymore.
My kitten.
So I like more armor looking ones. So I like these suits, and that's what I would prefer as like an actual ranger suit. Now, were they the best possible version of what I want? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It could have absolutely been better, but is it more along the lines of what I think of a ranger suit should be? Yes. But they could have been better.
Yeah.
Their helmets are fugly.
Not all of them.
Yeah, some of them are pretty fun.
They're very
Kimberly's
textured.
absolutely is.
Kimberly's-
Kimberly's is literally
shapes.
handsome Squidward, and I'm like, why are you ruining that?
Yeah.
Kimberly's helmet was bad from the beginning.
But that being said, the morphing scene, I mean, it's
pretty
fucking iconic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's one of the most iconic moments from this movie.
And
It's
I
so
love
good.
the theme song they play. I really like.
Oh yeah, the
movie theme?
movie rendition of Go Go Power Rangers
It's
is
one of my favorites, yeah.
amazing. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out on your own.
It's really
it's
nice.
a great song. And then we go to the suit fight scene and Stegosanger.
There it is.
Some random weapons they have.
They have new gadgets that they never are gonna use again.
Use once and never again.
And it's just there's so many scenes that are like really cool, like seeing all the Tommy stuff where he's like
Yeah.
like doing Liu Kang kicks to people or
He's just going ham.
yeah, or like Adam and Rocky fucking double kicking a bunch of goons around, and then Billy pulls out the Stegosanger and I check out the movie.
Did you miss me?
Yeah. Like they can jump so high. Why does he need a grappling hook? That
And he-
doesn't make any sense.
And he looks so stupid. He
He
looks
looks-
like very slow Spider-Man. Just and
Billy's such a dork.
like I feel so bad because I'm watching this, and they're doing so many flips.
Oh,
Yeah.
so many.
There's so many flips, and I'm thinking to
Poor
myself,
guys.
those poor bastards have 40 extra pounds on them, and they just keep flipping for no reason.
I mean, like, we should mention, like, even before they go into the morph scene, both Kimberly and Billy do like 500 flips while fighting people
Yeah.
just to get to where they need to stand.
Yeah.
Like the suit actor's like, you sure you want 20 flips before the fight starts?
Absolutely.
Was that a mistake?
All right.
All right.
20? That seems like too many. Let's up that to 50.
Yeah, that's not enough. Actually, now you mention it.
And then from there, they lose their powers. They come back to the command center, and
It's destroyed.
yeah, it's all fucked up. Ivan went in there, made jokes, blew up the command center. And then
Vada Kedavra, the command center, with his flute powers.
yeah, and then we see
We see Zordon.
Zordon
Aw,
outside of his tube.
In his little sack.
In his
Little
little
ball
sack.
sack.
Snuggie. His ball sack Snuggie.
Yeah, this is the worst design in this movie, right? I think we can all agree on that.
I want to get a T-shirt that has him on it. It says ball sack Snuggie.
if we can have Ivan ooze and let's get sticky.
Let's get sticky.
We can absolutely have Zordon.
Zordon and the
Ball
ball
sack.
sack.
Yeah, it is so gross to look at. Zordon
It's
looks
so ugly.
so gross in his weird ball sack. Snuggie. I mean, I don't know.
There's-
Snuggie
it's
is
a
the
Snuggie.
best way to describe that. There's no other way to describe it.
How did you feel about not seeing? You've never met Zordon ever in your life,
True.
and then this is what the leader of the Power Rangers is produced to. Any thoughts?
It was a bit jarring for sure because I wasn't sure like that they were gonna go with like I guess a humanoid-ish body.
Yeah.
And I just kind of thought he was just a hologram. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the one thing that freaked me out. That as someone who didn't really watch Mighty Morphin, I was just very confused as how he became hologram person, but like only head showing. I feel like there was a better way to do that.
Yeah. In the show, he's in a like his body and his mind and his soul have been torn apart by time and space, and so he's in this. I think they call it like a shit. I don't know. I don't even remember what they call it.
It's
The
okay.
point is that his brain is locked into this time period.
So is that why just showing his face, it's like,
That's
the
good
brain's
enough.
there.
Yeah.
Does it ever show his actual body at any point?
No.
Not in the show.
No.
So that's the only time you get to see him in like a
Yeah.
physical form.
Yeah.
Even though
you
it's
see.
not even the same guy that plays the normal Zordon.
Yeah.
That makes it. That's
Yeah.
kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Other than that, he's just the soul head in a tube.
yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is just really gross to
Sounds
see.
nice.
Anyways, he tells the Rangers go to Thanos, a planet we have never heard of, we will never hear of again. Whatever, it's a one-off planet. It's also I forgot where they actually filmed it, but it's a beautiful location.
Yeah.
And
The
they
Tango Warriors.
we'll get there.
They get attacked by birds first.
It's the Tango Warriors.
That's the
Oh,
That's
that's them.
next.
that is exactly what happens next then.
We forgot about Ivan Ooze and his genius plan.
Oh,
Oh.
you're right.
Yeah.
So Ivan's plan is to give people. If you ever had, I know I'm bringing this back, the TMNT ooze in a can. There's somebody out there that knows what I'm talking about.
The
You know
all
what I'm
of
talking about?
us.
You.
Yeah,
Do you guys
I
all know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
You could also say slime.
Or slime.
That, like,
Yeah.
that's what it
Slime in a
is.
jar. He's like, I'm gonna give this to children,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, ooh, here's my red flag. no.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. And all the parents, every single one of them in Angel Grove finds this ooze.
Oh, my son's doing slime.
I think the dad he sniffs it first and he's
Yeah,
like,
he's
Oh yeah, he's
"Ugh.
like,
Oh, this smells like
oh,
ass.
he's like,
Ew, this
ooh.
smells nasty. Let me just get my hand in there.
Let me slurp it up a little bit.
Odd choice.
He gets his credit card out.
Oh, God. Oh, that would feel so weird. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
don't
like
the
reverse
feeling of that.
booger. Oh.
And
That thought makes me uncomfortable.
Reverse nose blowing.
Mm.
Yeah, and all of the parents in Angel Grove do this,
Yeah.
and they all get mind controlled.
Instead of the children yearning for the minds yearn for the adults.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they all go to this quarry, right, and start working. Then we see the Tango Warriors get sent out.
Tango Warriors.
Squawk!
Yeah, they're these bird dudes.
I love the Tango Warriors.
And they actually for season 3 of Mighty Morphin, they used the Tango Warriors in the show.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're the goons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Season 3.
Yeah.
I love them. I think they're great. I think they're really fun.
Well, I can agree to that.
Mhm.
I feel like their arrival on this planet, though, was a bit confusing, considering we had these the Power Rangers traveling at the speed of light, assumedly.
Yeah,
With
teleporting
their special,
practically.
teleportation feature.
Well, they do
And-
travel at the speed of light.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so then the birds come after them, and they get there pretty much right on time.
Yeah.
Which confused the hell out of me.
They fly to this planet
Hey, they're
almost as fast as the Rangers.
Hey, what can I say?
The Tango Warriors.
Anyways, there's a fight scene between the Rangers and the Tango Warriors,
their ass kicked?
and they get their ass kicked. Oh, but wait,
Oh, a savior
a
has come.
mysterious stranger has come to save them.
The savior of Power Rangers and dads in the theaters.
Oh,
Mhm.
and she takes her hood off, and great googly
They have-
moogly.
Here she is. Can I show her?
Yes, you absolutely can show her.
There she is.
Holy shit! And
Thank you, Simone.
I think her name is Delcia.
What's her actor's name for research purposes?
Mhm.
Her actor's name?
You have Google.
Yeah.
I
Just
haven't seen
Google the
I-
Mighty
I
Morphin
don't-
Power Rangers 1995.
I don't think you could show that one.
it.
Anyway, it's a very beautiful woman, and she's not wearing any clothes except for basically a bikini top and bottom. And she has a giant stick.
That
So
turns
do
into
I.
two sticks. It's two sticks that can turn into
Well,
two
no,
sticks.
it's
You
a
don't have
giant-
stick that turns into two sticks, huh?
That we know of.
Oh.
And then what does it do?
It
Oh, yeah,
makes
whistles.
it whistles, and the birds hate it, so they run away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
sometimes she uses that.
she's like, I am Delcy. I am the warrior of this planet. Do you
Yeah.
want ninja powers? And they were like,
Oh yeah.
hell yeah, we want ninja powers.
We want new powers because we can't morph right now.
Yeah.
So they go to like this shrine area, and they get ninja powers. They get their new ninja suits that they're going to use in season 3. And I mean, what do you guys think of the ninja suits?
I like the ninja forms. I think they're really fun. I think it adds something different once you get season 3. It's like because at that point you're like, oh god, I don't really like Power Rangers anymore. So it adds something a little different, which I like.
I think they're so one tone though. That's just like, hey, I'm going to be wearing a blue cloth, a red cloth, and I don't know. It didn't really. I don't mess with it.
Right.
And also the bands were kind of goofy, but at the same time they were kind of sick, right? It's a weird balance between liking it and not liking it for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
They're all right.
Yeah, I'm also like, it's whatever. I think they could have used another thing to them.
Yeah, something to make
Something to make them pop. I really think that they should have had like maybe like black cups on all of them to at least like have those pop out and stuff like that.
It could have done a lot of
The
things.
4th I think they weren't bad. I liked it.
Yeah, they were perfectly fine. They go.
Although they are a little different when you get to the Mighty Morphin because it gives them just eye holes.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
This one is just a covering over the mouth and
this
like
is
the hood.
literally everything but like.
Yeah, when we get to Mighty Morphin, it's literally just eyes.
That's actually one thing I do prefer about this movie. I don't like just the eye holes.
Yeah.
I like them having full eyes.
And then we get the greatest line in cinema history, obviously. They
Get their animals.
yeah, they get their animals, and Dulcia is
She goes around and is like, "You have the spirit of the bear."
she goes by everyone. You're Crane. First off, she goes to Rocky, being like the ape, mighty, smart, and I'm like, okay, maybe
Our
not-
Plinko addicted boy.
yeah, I
He needs
don't,
to be compensated for his lack of.
yeah, like I don't know.
It helps him.
Rocky's kind of fucking stupid.
That's kind of his whole character. He's kind of dumb.
And then they get to Adam, and Jenna Bush gives the greatest line delivery of all time. She's like, Adam, what's wrong? And he's just, I'm a frog.
I'm a frog.
And it's such a good line.
I'm a frog.
And it's done so well. And it's been memed
It's
to
pretty
hell.
funny. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and then they go.
Adam, no.
They go to. They go off to.
Yeah, go get
To the
powers.
giant monolith in the distance.
After a
To,
pause, they take some time to recuperate and be like, I
Yeah.
must absorb
Yeah, they
my
take-
powers, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
That-
Like, they take like a couple hours just to chill out, like
Taking the scenery.
play some rock paper scissors. I don't know.
but yeah, they start heading that way.
And they find rock people.
Yeah.
And bones.
Well, I was like, they find the
Dinosaur.
dinosaur first. The dinosaur comes to life.
And then Tommy saves the day.
They fight it.
Of course.
This movie, that fight scene with the bones and stuff like that, holy fucking shit! That scene was ass.
Tommy literally wins by
Right.
taking out like one of the most important vertebrates for the creature, and it just crumbles,
Poor guy, he's stuck there forever now.
and he's just gone. And then they go to
Rock guys.
just a rock wall, and rock people appear,
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but
and then they
Whatever.
beat the crap out of them.
yeah, they beat the shit out of them. This is an okay fight scene.
It's not bad.
It's
not. I
okay.
think the first one's much better.
Yeah. They get their powers, they get their swords.
Yep.
Then they go home.
Real quick, we're gonna talk about this in season 3.
Okay.
A complaint that I've heard from fans is that they're upset that the suits that they get, the actual Ranger suits, are just the Mighty Morphin suits again.
Yeah.
Thoughts as Power Ranger fans? Do you give a shit?
I don't care. The only thing that changes for the suits is their
They're little,
symbols.
yeah, they're little symbols.
That's it. Granted, that's only really on Tommy because everyone else's is on their belt that you're never gonna see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Mighty Morphin. I get what they were going back in the day. They wanted to keep that Mighty Morphin brand.
Mhm.
So I get it.
But
Change
at the
is
same
kinda
time, they're
scary.
using the Sentai footage, and
Yeah,
the
like,
Sentai footage is the same suit.
Yeah.
no. The Sentai footage is different. It's Cocker Ranger. That's Alien Rangers.
Oh yeah,
They use the Zords and stuff from that.
that's
no
right.
idea what we're on about.
No,
Okay, so
that's okay.
all of Mighty Morphin, right? Season 1 was from the Sentai Mighty Morphin, is based off of Jew Ranger,
Mhm.
and obviously they ran out of footage, right? And first off, Saban went to Toei and was like, "Hey, make more Jew Ranger," and they were like, "Get the f out of our office, no!" And he was like, "I'll pay you a good amount of money," and they were like, "Okay."
All right. If you
And so they made like 20 to 30 episodes worth of
fight
scene footage for them.
Oh wow.
And they blew through it all between the end of season 1 and season 2. And by then they had to switch to the next season afterwards, which was Die Ranger, and they didn't change any of the suits except for the White Ranger suit.
That suit's from Die Ranger.
That one's from Die Ranger. So for Power Rangers, they use 2 different seasons of Sentai suits in the same season.
Yeah, so once the White Ranger comes in, you see a lot of White Ranger footage.
Yeah, you see a lot of White Ranger
That's
footage.
all they have.
And then season 3 happened, and they ran out of Die Ranger footage, and so people are like, "Oh, they'll go to Cocker Ranger next."
Yeah, so then there's a lot more Zord fights because
Yeah,
they have Zord.
and we see a lot more ninja suit fights.
Yeah.
Personally,
It was a wild time.
yeah, it was a crazy
time. Mighty Morphin's great.
And they were just so afraid of losing what made Mighty Morphin iconic, like the suits and all that stuff.
Change is scary.
Change is scary. I would actually really like to see an alternate timeline, like we went from Mighty Morphin to the Die Ranger suits to the Cocker Ranger suits and so on and so forth.
Megaforce would make more sense.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'll have that conversation.
Oh,
later.
that's a
That's a whole
conversation
other thing.
for later. Oh boy.
So, continuing on, they go back to Earth. Ivan, he's got these giant robot bugs. He's fucked up Angel Grove.
Even
But it's
though
okay.
it looks like downtown Los Angeles compared to what we see in the show.
That's true.
It's New Zealand.
I know it's New Zealand, but I'm saying Angel Grove is based
That's where the
in
city
California.
stuff
It's very city-esque.
That's where it is normally
Unlike-
filmed for Power Rangers.
Mhm.
But like Angel Grove is supposed to be based in California.
Yeah.
But we record in New Zealand.
Well,
Which
no,
is
no,
better.
That was. They went to New Zealand to film for this. They were still filming in California up until Time Force.
Oh, that's right.
So they went to New Zealand, and that's also why in the show, like during season 2, we'll easily be able to tell when they went to film the movie because they actually go to New Zealand in the show as well. And they're like, "We're on vacation," and we're like, "Okay."
Yeah, you're just
okay.
filming a movie right now.
We're filming a Power
But
Rangers
yeah,
movie.
it's in California. And so, but it's downtown New Zealand,
Yeah.
wherever they actually filmed it in New Zealand.
I don't know any cities of New Zealand.
I don't either. I just know New Zealand and it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
There's no cities there. It's just Lord of the Rings and castles
And Kiwis.
and Kiwis.
And Power Rangers.
Yep.
Yeah.
People in Spanish running around. It's like a blast.
It's a
I
blast.
feel like we're in the wrong country, guys. I think we need to move.
Alright, sword fight. Holy balls.
Oh my god!
The sword fights are hideous.
It's so ugly.
Ew.
Imagine like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but like worse.
Yeah, these are.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
At least Shark Boy and Lava Girl tried.
At least that one it seemed like it was intentionally supposed to be that bad because it was a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream. So like it makes sense for that one, but this is supposed to be like
Real life.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, this shit was hideous.
Oh god.
Seeing Ivan possess the robot and like you just see his fucked up face.
From the robot.
Christ.
Oh
That was,
god.
that was the worst part, in my opinion.
Yeah, and yeah, they fight. There's a bunch of Zord fight stuff. They form the Megazord.
Honestly, for what like before they get the Megazord, the Zord fight itself, I don't think was that bad. I thought it was fine. Like, I mean, if you
Choreography-wise.
wise, yeah.
Mm.
If you had it like a script, it would look really cool. Don't close your eyes or read the script and don't watch the movie. It's a good Zord fight.
Also, don't watch the movie and it'll be fine.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, to the Megazord.
Just listen to our commentary track.
Yeah, great criticism there, bud.
If you don't watch the movie, it's really good.
We go. They start flying up into space
yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, because it's a comet.
Yeah, the comet, right?
We gotta defeat
And-
Ivan.
yeah,
There's a
and-
comet.
Yeah.
Why is there a comet?
Why is there a comet?
Yeah.
Because it's space.
Because of the observatory tower at the beginning.
Oh, it
See,
all
yeah,
connected.
it's
This is a great movie.
Yeah.
What
6
do you
out of
mean
10.
The observatory tower.
They knew about the comet because of the observatory
Because they
tower.
saved it from Skydive. Well, not
Because
from
they were
Skydiving,
saving
they
the
saved it
observatory.
by Skydive.
They knew
So
about
Billy
the
knew about
comet.
the comet from the observatory tower.
Mm.
Everything's connected, like when your penis touches your ball.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Little like.
And
I know, trust me. I got you.
it's like
Been there, done that.
It's like a fucking cobra down there.
All right, come on.
So, I think one of the most like funny, one of the funniest parts in the movie is like they're two of them, they're hugging it out, and Aisha's like, I got a great idea. Let's kick him in the dick.
Let's check him on the dick.
It's an
Crazy.
emergency use
Hurry!
only button.
Hit the
she
emergency button.
pressed. And it just knees Ivan in the dick, and he goes flying into the comet, and they fly back off to Earth.
I saved the day.
I mean,
That's kind of the end of the movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
That is the end of the
That's it.
movie.
yeah,
Pretty much.
First off, they have to go save Zordon. They have to go pray to him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
pray to the
salute the sun.
Salute the sun. They bring Zordon back to life. Thank God we don't have to see him in his ball sack anymore.
No.
Well, it not only does it bring him back to life, it fixes everything there.
Yeah.
How?
The power of friendship.
Power of friendship. Yes.
I think I'm gonna miss Zordon's ball sack.
That should be the first episode.
That is absolutely the opening to this.
Yeah.
But
yeah, other than that, we get a nice little everyone hanging out together.
the traditional, we're having a good time celebrating. We saved the world. Thank
honestly,
you, Power Rangers.
I honestly thought they were gonna put their hands together and go Power Rangers like they do at the beginning or the,
True.
the first episode, but
Yeah.
no, whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, the kid comes out and he hangs out with them for a bit.
He's like, I'm gonna be the Gold Ranger, and it's like, we'll never see you again, kid.
We'll never see you again.
Who are you, Fred? Who?
Yeah,
You know too much.
yeah, that you know, it's too much. We gotta take him out.
Take him to the quarry.
Yeah.
Look at the trees, Fred. Look at the trees.
And that's where the movie ends. It honestly, it's a fun time.
Yeah, it's a great time.
It is fun to watch, but like just sitting there, there are moments where you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie was fun, but movie's ass.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, boys?
I think it was a product of its time.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my
And
god!
that's all I care about.
The music, the rollerblading, and the skydiving.
It was great for the 90s.
It was
In the
so-
context of being a '90s kid, this was amazing.
I'm just pissed I got the first song wrong.
Yeah, you were like,
I'm sure
I'm not sure.
Are you guys
Chili Peppers?
Are you gonna cry yourself to sleep thinking about it?
I'll get anxiety thinking about it, but that's okay.
Finn, any last thoughts?
Go Power Rangers.
Christian?
It's Morbin time.
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where you can see the commentary tracks for this and all the other things we mentioned before. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Discord. Boys, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
It's been a
us.
pleasure.
With that in mind, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!
Bye-bye.